Hello YouTubers, Failure here, and welcome to the 13 stages of this year's Le Tour de France of Failure Way. And the 13 stages from Tours to Saint-Domingue-Montrond. It's going to be 175 kilometers just pure flat road, except for the end it goes uphill just a bit. It might be intense, you never know what's going to happen that uphill. It's going to be exciting to see if any of the sprinters will win the stage, because this will be the last sprinting stage before the Champs-Élysées. So you never know if they'll let it go or they'll go for it, because that's gonna be the last chance. But Cavendish might just let this go because he has got the green jersey. If he might mess this up and give away the green jersey if he doesn't win the stage, so you never know what's going to happen. My big three favorites for this stage has to be Peter Sagan, Andre Greipel and Mark Cavendish. Last chance, they have to prove themselves. Otherwise it's the Champs-Élysées, and we all know that Cavendish is he's too good in the Champs-Élysées. He knows every little trick in the Champs-Élysées, so last chance for those three guys. I still believe that Cavendish should be the biggest favorites out of those three. We'll have to see. Hello everybody and welcome to this nice day in the Tour de France. I just wanted to take a second and just speak out of character for a second, because you might notice that the graphic is turned down really far. That's got a reason. I used 8 hours yesterday and 5 hours today to try and fix this problem. It kept saying your screen driver stopped working, and I just closed down my game. I did that and I tried to fix it for 8 hours straight yesterday. I just couldn't figure it out. Today I was like, wait, should I just turn down my graphics, see if that's it? And that's been it. So I really appreciate if you guys would leave a like for me and just for my hard efforts, because this has been driving me crazy. I even told Hansball and Faskett if I could not fix this problem, I quit YouTube. The Tour de France is the highlight of the year. If you cannot even do the Tour de France, there's no point in continuing PCM. So luckily I figured out, just turn down the graphic and the game works. So newbie mistake, but I tried everything else. I reinstalled Windows, reinstalled PCM, reinstalled my graphic drivers, reinstalled everything pretty much, still didn't work, installed a hotfix, everything, it just wouldn't work. So yeah, I just want to take 10 seconds out of my video just to tell you what's been going on. So please leave a like, and please just, I care about you guys, but I also care about my life, and if I keep messing up like this, I kind of messing up. It's not always going to be fun. But onto the video. See you in 8 kilometers. Hello everybody and welcome to the 13th stage of this year's Le Tour de France. And in the morning we did not have live pictures, so I'm sorry we could not show you that. But something we can show you is a malaria attack short after the start went away. Shortly after that he was followed up by Louis Wester, Jens Vogt, Philipp Schubert, yes, the world champion, Jeremy Roy, Mercer and Christophe Riblon. Then Saxo Bank was getting scared they'll lose their yellow jersey, so they sent one guy to the front, Sergio Paolini, to set the pace. That worked good. Then we had a peloton sprint shortly after that, and the winner of that sprint in the peloton was Mark Cavendish, to follow Kittel, Matthew Goss and Andrew Greipel. The breakaway did not sprint for that one, but now we're here, and it seems like the stage is going to be one for the breakaway, because like all the sprinter teams does not want to work, and all Saxo Bank is doing is just setting the pace so they don't lose the yellow jersey. The closest guy is Jens Vogt with 20 minutes down to Contador, and they don't care about this victory. They just want to let this go. Okay, but today's bio I thought would be fitting on some guy in the breakaway. Take a guess which one it's gonna be. His nickname is Old Bastard. Okay, you guessed it. It's gonna be Jens Vogt. Jens Vogt. He knows his way in the breakaway. As you see right now, he's in the breakaway. Jens Vogt knows how to win breakaways. He's 40 years old, I think. Maybe 41, but still old. Oh, he's the most experienced in the entire peloton. With age comes experience, and he knows experience. He can still ride a bike actually, so that's really impressive. He's a workhorse. He can do everything. If Radio Shack had a sprinter, he could be in a lead-out train. If they actually had a guy who could do something in the mountains, he'd help hit that guy. So, but now he's just riding his own chances as he normally is. He's a domestique rider. He does not really have that many chances because he is tied up, because for some reason Radio Shack thinks Andy Schleck can do something, and I don't, so he's tied up to him. His age, even though he's the most experienced in the entire race, his age is also going to have some marks on his performances. He's not the young Jens Vogt we all used to know and love, but he's still funny. He doesn't have that many chances. Right now we see him in the breakaway trying to ride his job. Well, you gotta think about, he's not many chances going to fit him, because the only way he's really going to win a stage is by going the breakaway, and right now he's in the breakaway and he's probably going to have a good chance of winning the stage. So we'll see how Jens Vogt is going to do. That was that, sorry, that was that bio on him. We will see down the peloton how it's going. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, right now the peloton finally got awake. The peloton finally awoke down here. Now they're trying to catch him. It's probably too late. They have 7 minutes. 7 minutes in the front. 6 minutes. I doubt they can catch 25 they have to catch 5 kilometers. There's a 5 kilometer gap, and normally you say 1 minute is 10 kilometers, and that means they can only catch like 2 minutes 50 seconds, which is not that good for them. So we'll see how it's gonna go. Everyone is looking real good in the front right now. Rui Costa has something to say. What is he saying? He's more just leave it into the work of the favorite that's better positioned in the overall rankings. Yeah, Movistar doesn't have anyone really. They're just sitting in front of Valverde, Costa and Plaza, getting ready if anything's gonna happen. We also see Froome sitting up here with Suits protecting him, but right beside him is Contador protecting him. But Notti's also up there getting ready for a sprint. Oh, this is gonna be an amazing sprint in the end, but I think the breakaway is gonna win this one. So there's been so many breakaway victories so far in this year's Tour de France. If the peloton would have awakened earlier and then have Omega Pharma, Quickstep, Argo Shimano, Lottie Belisol, Ulrike Greenedge and all those teams work earlier instead of leaving all the work to Team Saxo Bank, they probably would have caught this breakaway. But since they didn't, they're now in trouble. So what about we take a quick commercial break and be right back, because it's going to be interesting and you don't want to leave. And we're now back, and while you've been gone, 2 guys attacked, Jens Vogt and Mallory attacked together, so right now they're in the front alone, with 25 seconds down to the rest of the breakaways. Now right now they have 3 minutes down to the peloton, so will they be caught? I don't think they'll be caught. It's going to be really close in the end. Oh, are they getting ready to sprint? I think they let up the gas in the peloton. Yep, the peloton just realized they're not going to be able to win the stage, so it's going to be in the breakaway this one. Let's see, they're still gaining time. 25 seconds in the front. Jens Vogt is really setting the pace. Will it be kind of funny if Jens Vogt wins the stage while we did a bio on him? That'd be really fitting, wouldn't it? We'll see. There's still that little hill in the end that's going to probably make it different, but Phil Gilbert could attack on that. He is the world champion and he won that on the hilly road, so we'll see if he can do anything. Did they pace up again down the peloton? This is a really strange peloton. I do not know what they're thinking about down here. Oh, I see Cavendish getting ready for a sprint, so he must be thinking of something. So, they're really getting ready. What about the front? They still got 3 minutes, and they're getting ready. 7.2. Oh, it doesn't seem like Jens Vogt and Mallory's working together. Jens Vogt is doing all the pulls. Oh my god. Oh, Pokemon, there's a big crash in the peloton. We have a big crash. A big, massive crash. Is this a 100-man... Oh my god. We had the first massive crash. I saw Michael Rogers is down. Michael Rogers is down. Ted King is down here. Is Froome anywhere? Is any of the big guys? We have to see an instant replay once this is done. A bunch of the big names have fallen behind. The peloton split up. There's only 63 guys left in front, but we'll have to see what happens in a second. Only good thing that Contador is good place. In front, 3 kilometers left. They started sprinting. Louis Vester's attacking with Jens Vogt. They're going. Louis Vester on the left side. He's going. Jens Vogt is not following. He's waiting, but there goes Louis Vester. Here comes the rest of the peloton. It's a breakaway. On the front is Louis Vester. On the inside is Christopher Blond. Here goes Moser. Here Philibert. It's gonna be Moser. It's gonna be Cannondale for the victory. It looks like Moser's the fastest one. Philip Gilbert for second place. So Louis Vester, but Moser is gonna win this stage. A victory for Cannondale. When Peter Sagan can't do it, Moser can. Looks like Gilbert will get second place, Verster third, Roy fifth. Jens Vogt and Mallory used too much powers, but down the peloton they're still gonna sprint for it. Oh, what is gonna happen down here? It doesn't look like they're gonna have anything to sprint for, really. But that was a big, massive crash. We'll have to take an instant replay look at that big crash, because that could have not have been good at all. That did not look like it was good at all. Did Froome get caught down there, or did he not? Because that's a big question. Down here, Greipel wins the sprint in front of Cavendish, it looked like. Yep, Greipel, Cavendish, Kittel. But I'm more interested to see who was down in this group with the big names. Geraint Thomas, Lemoyne, Montfort. Gessing was down here. He's been down. That's not been his luck. Gasparet was down here. Wilmots was down here. Dumoulin, Sabatini, Bonnet. You know, Buck Mullum was down here, which is not too good for him either. Was Sagan down here, maybe? We'll have to take a look. I don't see any... TJ Van Garderen was down there, so he loses time. And there's an even bigger group down here. Kirienka, Boom, Velitz, Lisensky, Vaganov, Kachenskin, Ivajev, Kinov, Kadri, Kloden, Bauer, Estolosa, and Rogers. But we'll take a quick instant replay of that crash, because that was the first big crash in the Tour de France, and it took 13 stages. This instant replay is sponsored by Focus Sign and Pro Cycling Manager. We're watching this from the last boom perspective. We want to see what happened down there. Who caused that crash? Because a lot of guys got caught down there and it did not look too good. They were all piled up in one big pile. Let's see. Last boom is just going easy right here. Not much is happening, but right in front of him they all start to crash. It looked like an Escutel rider is the first one to crash. And look at this massive crash. This is not looking too good. Just look at all these guys piled up in one big pile. Lucky Christopher Froome and Alberto Contador did not get caught down here. But did anyone abandon? That's the big question. Just look at all these guys having trouble to find their bikes, but they're not trying to get back. But the peloton also split after that crash, so that's bad. Let's take a look at the podiums. So, Moser won the stage in front of Louis Rivest and Philippe Gilbert and Christopher Blanc. Jens Fox sadly did not win the stage. They won the stage with 2 minutes down to the rest of the sprinters. So that was a really strange occurrence of events, because normally a sprinter would have won the stage in my book, but seems like it wouldn't. So Christopher Froome did not get caught behind. It seems like none of the big 10 guys did get caught behind, so that's good for the race. That means more exciting stuff will happen later on for sure, because none of them are crashed, so they are all full powers. Contador still got 13 seconds down to Froome, so that'd be exciting to see if he can keep up that. Cavendish wants some time on Gauze, but Greipel wants some time on Cavendish. But then intermediate sprint game points to Cavendish, so it's all one big puzzle. He now has 102 points down to the rest of his companions, so it looks like it's pretty safe on Cavendish. What about the Mountains jersey? Robert Gesing is still in that, but he's getting followed up quick by Thomas Vauclair and Quintana, so can he keep that when the big Alps start to come, and they're right around the corner? Maybe Contador can take this one. He might be in form, so we never know. Let's take a look at the white jersey, because TJ Van Garderen should fall out. Yeah, he's now 4 minutes behind. It's not looking too good. Paskowski still got 8 seconds down to Thibaut Pinot. Can Pinot follow up? It looks like Pinot is a better mountain climber than Kwiatkowski is, but you never know what's going to happen in the young classification. They're all upcoming talents. Maybe they'll stay that way, maybe they won't. Garmin Sharp still got a 6-second lead down to Movistar, so it's going to be nice to see if they can keep that when the Alps come, because it looks like Movistar's got a better climbing team than Garmin Sharp does, but Garmin Sharp is definitely not going to give this up easily. So we'll take a quick look at all the guys that fell behind. Oh my god, that was a big crash. Like, who would have thought that would really happen? Yeah, here it starts. So, about 120 guys fell behind. None of the big names. I see Robert Gesing so far as the biggest name. Van Poppel down here. Jan Bakelants was down here. Thomas de Gent was down here. There goes his top 10 chances. Fletcher was down here. Didier was down here. Hugeland was down here. He always crashes. Kyle Evans was down here. That's a shame. He wasn't good place at all in the finish. Bono was down here. Keshikov was down here. Talansky was caught up behind. Serpa and Brajkovic fought. Oh my god, this is some big names actually got caught up behind. But so, guys, I'm speaking out of character once again. Please leave a like, because my 13 hours of work trying to get this fixed, and it really demotivated me a lot. I was so close to just quitting YouTube at that point, because I used so much efforts and it just wouldn't work. I'm like, if I can't do the Tour de France, I won't do anything at all. So please leave a like, and please just support me a bit. I just need some support right now. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like. Talk to you guys later.